So what is why? Bit of a strange question, right? What is why? Now, basically, we think of why as being the reason, don't we? Because. But if you analyze that word why and you think of the reasons, actually, the reason can sort of be the reason is in the background or the purpose. There's natural ambiguity in the question why. Let me give you some examples, or let me give you an example to highlight this. If I said to you, why did you go to Harajuku? You say to me, hey, I went to Harajuku. And I say to you, why did you go to Harajuku? What's my question's goal? Have a think and really take a few seconds to think about this. Think about the ambiguity in that question. If I say to you, hey, so why did you go to Harajuku at the weekend? Am I asking the reason you went to Harajuku and not Shibuya or not Shinjuku or not, I don't know, Ginza? Am I asking the actual sort of the justification, the validation, the reasons behind your decision of Harajuku, not something else? Or am I asking about the purpose? Why did you go to Harajuku? What was the purpose of your visit? So not many people think about it like this. And that's my job. Over the last 19 years, I've seen many communication breakdowns happen because of a basic misunderstanding of this word, why. When you ask the word why, people just think reason. But reason can be sort of the background reason, but it could also be the purpose. What was the goal? And the intent, the goal of the person asking the question might not line up with the answer. So if I want to answer A, hey, why did you go to Harajuku and not Shibuya? That's because my favorite shop is there, right? That's the justification. That's the validation. That's the reason I went to Harajuku and not Shibuya. My favorite shop is in Harajuku. My favorite shop is not in Shibuya. That's why I went to Harajuku. But here's the purpose. Why did you go to Harajuku? Well, to buy a new jacket. So if I ask somebody, why did you go to Harajuku? What are they going to answer me? Are they going to answer me because my favorite shop is there? Or are they going to answer me, oh, to buy a new jacket? In most cases, we probably want the second one, don't we? We probably want to know the purpose. What was the purpose of your visit to Harajuku? But I hope you can see already that this why question is naturally ambiguous. And I've had many, many meetings where somebody has asked a question like this, not like this, but similar to this. And they've said, yeah, so why did you go to Harajuku? Well, my favorite shop is there. No. I mean, da, 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 da. So there's a communication breakdown already. The person asking the question got frustrated that the person giving the answer didn't provide the information they were looking for. And they blame the other person. Well, you didn't give me the information I was looking for. But actually, the person asking the question asked an ambiguous question. And the best communicators, the really smart communicators, the intelligent, communicative, strategic, logical communicators, they remove ambiguity from discussions. And this is really important when you're dealing with international teams. When you're dealing with teams of people from Korea, people from France, people from the United Kingdom, people from the United States, people from Australia, people from Japan. As a manager, your goal is to actually simplify. That's why the worst communicators for international businesses are native English speakers, because they want everybody to think they're intelligent by using difficult words. But difficult words increases ambiguity. Difficult words increases the chance that people don't understand. So your goal, and if you want to be more successful climbing high up your international company, is not to sound intelligent. Your goal is to communicate effectively. Because in the big picture, nobody gets promoted for sounding intelligent. People get promoted for effective communication and not wasting time. And I have many, many stories to back this up. One of which is one of my favorites. A huge American IT company wasted 2 months of project time simply because of ambiguity in the message from the management in Seattle. So here is an example of ambiguity. Why has reasons and it has purpose, but it's not always ambiguous. Sometimes the reason and the purpose can kind of be the same thing. Let's have a look at this. So we're in a restaurant and I say, hey, so why did you choose the steak? Why did you choose the steak? Well, the reason, why did you choose the steak and not the pasta? Okay. And the purpose, why did you choose the steak? What was your purpose for choosing the steak? Sometimes these things can be the same. Why did you choose the steak and not the pasta? Yeah, I'm trying to eat more protein. Pasta doesn't have much protein. Pasta has a lot of carbs, carbohydrates. I need more protein, so I want to eat steak. What was your motivation? What was your purpose to choose the steak? Yeah, because I'm trying to eat more protein. I want to improve the amount of protein in my body. That's my purpose. So it's not always ambiguous. And that's the problem with why. The word why, the question why, naturally has ambiguity, but not all the time. So by the end of today, we're going to remove that ambiguity and we're going to give you a lot of tools you can use to communicate why questions without ambiguity. All right, let's quickly look at the most common mistake. Oh man, this is such a common mistake. The most common mistake is I hear people say, why you? Why you? Why they? Why they? Why you did this? Why you did this? Why they did this? Why your team did this? Don't forget, every time you ask a why question, every time you ask a why question, you always need an auxiliary verb. So you've got to have why did, why are, why can, why were, why is, why was. You got to have that word. You can never have the subject straight after why, unless it's a statement. If it's a question, you can't do it. If it's a statement, it's okay. So why did you make that decision? Why should we do this? Why can we not take this action? So be very careful. One of the most common question mistakes I hear, and this particularly affects learners in Japan, and EST has had, we've had a lot of trainees from Korea, from China in the past, but not now so much. I don't know. Russia, all over the world, but this is really one that impacts Japanese learners in particular. Why you? Why you? What? So why did? Why can? Why were? Watch out for that. All right, this first part of the webinar is pretty short, so let's have a quick quiz. Time for a quiz now. Here we go.